Wow, this really is the most fun thing ever. I wish they made this into a video game. Oh wait! Sup folks, have y'all ever heard of a game called Let's Tap?
Let's Tap.
Let's Tap was a Sega game. The Sega, the Hedgehog people, released for the Nintendo Wii. The game was based around a wacky control scheme. Can you guess what it is? So the way you control this game is by taking a Wii remote, placing it down on a book or a box, and just going bananas.
This really is just the best control scheme ever. I love using it to navigate through all the menus.
This game isn't just all menus though, it has substance. At least a bit of it anyways. And wouldn't you know, they list everything the game has to offer on the back of the box. On your marks, get set, tap! Let's Tap introduces a new way to play games. This is the Nintendo Wii. As far as my granny would be concerned, there's already enough ways to play. There's 5 modes to play: Tap Runner, Silent Blocks, Rhythm Tap, Bubble Voyager, and Visualizer. Tap Runner has a little description under it that says there were 15 obstacle courses. Can you figure out how many there are? The Tap Runner courses come in 4 sets of 4. Move on from one set, you need to get a medal in each of the courses in said set, which is harder than it sounds.
Gosh, darn it, not again.
Most levels introduce a new mechanic, all of which are illustrated in the game manual. You have to use the, interesting to say the least, control scheme to either run or jump in this game. Those 2 options are the entire way you interact with this game. Hurdle, just jump. Jump board, also jump. Electric sphere, you guessed it, jump again. Tightrope.
Also, it says the devices are meant to make the game harder, but one of them is literally just an escalator.
You just stand still on them and do nothing. I do like how if you were tapping really fast to run before you get on though, that your character just takes a breather for a second. Speaking of the characters, they just look like this. That's all I wanted to say. I just think it's neat. Tap Runner is obviously the mode that this game wants to give the most focus. It's literally the cover art for the game. It has the largest image on the back of the box and has the most room dedicated to it in the manual. Heck, the tutorial uses a Tap Runner character and teaches you the controls only for that game. The best levels in Tap Runner are all the ones in Stage 4, just because they combine everything else and are also the longest levels. Honestly, I wish they made a larger version of this mode. I mean, have you tried pumping up a balloon in this game? That is the most fun you will ever have in your entire life. I swear, I bruised my fingertips with how hard I was tapping. It's just so fun.
Hey, have you ever heard of Rhythm Heaven? It's supposed to be one of the best rhythm games ever. And Rhythm Tap is possibly the worst one.
You're supposed to tap these little dots to the beat of the song. The blue are meant to be light taps, the green are medium, and the orange are hard taps. This would be pretty decently fun, but the tapping thing on the Wii remote is just not accurate enough. It's either too sensitive or not sensitive enough. I swear, you could be just absolutely beating the crap out of that box, pounding as hard as you can, and the Wii remote would only pick it up some of the time. The other thing is, there just isn't a lot of variation. The songs are pretty decent, but not enough to make me want to keep playing. It's just the same thing for basically every single song. Also, like with Tap Runner, there are 4 stages to this game, but honestly, I think getting to Stage 4 would give me Stage 4. You know what would be the cure for that though? The river section of the Visualizer game. This is the best thing ever, but I'm going through these in order, so we'll get back to that later. The next game is Silent Blocks. It's like Jenga, but worse. Oh, if only this was Family Game Night 2 for the Wii. The main mode is the one that's like Jenga, and you just pass the Wii remote around so that they can advertise the game as having unlimited players. But the Alchemist game mode, oh man, this one is actually pretty darn fun. You start off with 2 different colors of blocks, and if you get 3 or more colors in a row, you get a metallic block. And if you get 3 of those in a row, you get a different metallic block. And as you keep playing, you get more colors of blocks, and you combine enough blocks, then you get what's called a rainbow diamond in the manual. And then the game is over. The Alchemist mode is only 1 player, but you can play a race mode of it with up to 4 friends, which honestly sounds like a pretty good time. Bubble Voyager is the next mode, and it just isn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. It's not a bad mode, it's just a simple little game where you float through some kind of space with a jetpack or something and shoot some missiles. It's an endless game mode, so basically you just play to get the highest score you can. It has a game mode called Battlefield, and all it is just attacking other players. And that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna lie though, the music in Bubble Voyager is just the bop! And now all that's left to look at is the visualizer mode. This mode has 5 stages. The first is fireworks, and it's just tapping like fireworks. And that's it. The second one is just tapping to draw paint. As far as I know, it just randomly draws on the canvas based off of how hard you tap, and that's it. The third mode though, I could watch this for hours. This is the type of stuff you'd put on your living room TV because you're too poor to be able to afford a fish tank, and that is just such a vibe. Different tapping styles unlock different animals, and the same thing goes for the fireworks, I guess. The fourth mode, it's just the paint mode, but it's black, that's it. The fifth is Gem Game. I spent way too much time on the Gem Game. Something I did not realize that this game mode is basically just the Alchemist mode from Silent Blocks. Let me explain. Basically, if you get 3 of the same color ball into a 3-tier container, you get a ruby ball. If you get 3 of those into a 3-tier container, you get another type of ball, and so on and so forth until you get a diamond ball. Apparently, the game is only over when all the balls are diamond balls. That would take so long! Anyways, that's all the game modes, and hold on just one moment. What the hell is this? The screenshot shown on the opening page of Visualizer shows an ocean level. I sat in the pond level for a solid hour, and not once did it ever change to the ocean. What's going on here?
Also, I checked on the back of the box in the visualizer section, and it shows a penguin and a tropical fish. Also, remember earlier how for the tap render segment, when it said over 15 courses, that meant 16? Well, guess what? Under the rhythm tap section of the box, it says that there are over 16 songs. And also, in the visualizer section, it says over 5 modes. Now, as far as I know, I only counted 5 modes. So is there a secret mode I'm missing or something? Hi, I'm here to answer that question. And the answer is yes. There are 3 more modes you can unlock. Now, are these modes hard to find? No, I'm just stupid. Right under the visualizer section in the manual, there's a section that says bonus modes. You can unlock another mode in Knockoff Jenga. You can unlock 4 more songs in Rhythm Tap. And you can get the ocean mode in Visualizer. Now, how do you unlock all of these modes? Well, first of all, you have to clear the Alchemist mode, and then you have to clear all of the Rhythm Tap songs with an S rank or higher, and then you have to clear the Gem Game mode in the Visualizer game. So, that would take forever. I may not have much of a life, but I don't have so little of a life that I can do all that. Luckily for me, there's a little note down in the bottom of the manual that says if you have save data for the other game that is advertised on the back of the manual, Let's Catch, then it'll actually automatically unlock all those modes for you. And I'm willing to shell out a few bucks, so I'll just go and buy the game and gosh dang it, it's a WiiWare title.